Hello, and welcome to the Arbitrage Fast Track course. I hope your day is going well so far. We're going to start this with a fairly simple course introduction, laying out the content of the course, what we'll be covering, what arbitrage in itself represents as a business model, and of course, everything else to go along with that. The course more or less is going to lay out a path for you to create a steady stream of income through an arbitrage-focused venture. This is going to be aimed at adding extreme levels of value to businesses, whilst of course partnering with multi-million corporations anywhere on the planet. That sounds pretty extravagant. You're probably wondering, how the hell is that even possible? So we're gonna roll through it slow and steady. As the course carries on, ideas are going to get a bit more complicated. But for now, this is just to familiarize you with the idea of arbitrage and how you can apply it. So before we can even cover the business model itself, it's important to remember that success of any form is 80% mindset and then 20% practical application. So for the advice and the content in this course to actually work for you, you're first going to have to make a personal commitment. The first commitment is to throw away any of your limiting beliefs. All those ideas you carry, all the emotional baggage, all the philosophical woo and all the bullshit, everything you bring along that tells you can't succeed, that the people who are successful are anomalies or they got lucky, that's all garbage. There's no luck in progress. Mind you, some people can have a better starting platform, they can have more fortunate scenarios, but ultimately it's about your personal commitment to succeed that's going to get you there. You also have to make a commitment to be the best version of yourself. For success to work of any form, it also is going to kind of be the case where, let's say you're really working on your business and you're putting hours and hours and hours into this business and you're obsessed with it. But in doing that, you don't take the time to actually clean your room or make your bed or brush your teeth. And I know those are small things, but they add up. If your environment's a mess, your mind is going to be a mess and your business will eventually be a mess as well. So you really need to commit to optimizing as much in your life as possible. And that, of course, is going to take quite an investment of mental energy and mindfulness on your part. And then, of course, the biggest thing is a commitment to success. You truly need to desire success to get it. I don't think anyone really stumbles upon it by accident. I mean, you hear those stories, that maybe the very rare ones, once in a blue moon, where someone has a great idea and they end up successful or their venture works out. But even when that happens, you don't see the years of thought or of energy or of desire that built up to that moment. So if you're not completely committed to success, it's not going to happen, right? If you're not committed to success, you're probably going to feel a lot more comfortable sitting on your ass, munching on potato chips, watching TV or browsing Netflix, or maybe even spending a little too much time browsing memes or meaningless content on YouTube. So you really need to commit to moving towards your intended target. You can outsource nearly anything in business, but you can't outsource your own life. So it's going to be up to you to actually go and make the most of any opportunity. And it's going to be up to you to actually apply this information. So moving on from that, what is arbitrage specifically? So by definition, arbitrage is simultaneously buying and selling an item or a commodity. So how does that work in the content of a business that you can run? The primary principle of the course is going to be educating you on how to get in touch with the right businesses and sell services on their behalf. Then, by facilitating the deals between a client and a service provider, you'll get compensated on those terms. So think of it this way. You reach out to a marketing agency and they offer marketing services. You befriend them, you work with them, then you take those services and you sell it to other local businesses. Maybe sell it to a mom and pop shop or to a hardware store or even to a large company. And then you get paid a commission of that transaction. And that's really the model. So what's cool about that in this model in itself is it gives you unlimited power to control your network. You can build a network as small or as large as you want it. It kind of has the same beauty of an MLM or of a network marketing scheme, but you're controlling it yourself. And instead of building a network of recruits, you're building a network of businesses you have a trusted relationship with, right? More connections are going to equal to more opportunity. More opportunity is going to equal to more value. And the more value you can provide, the more money you're going to make. So if I had to define success or what that represents, I would say that there's so many resources out there available to you that it's pretty much your obligation to become successful. By being born into a first world country, especially in the digital age. You have the entire world at your fingertips, right? And you can do almost anything with this amount of leverage. And there's really no excuse to work a minimum wage job or to be involved in a field you're not passionate about or not be contributing to the world in a positive, passionate way. There's no reason to not, right? Because success, specifically, it's going to mean that you have the freedom to work for yourself. It means that you actually have the will to live whatever means you desire. It means that you're going to be happy with your current situation and relatively free of stress. It means you're going to be able to enjoy more time with your family and your friends. And it also means you get to do what you want, not just what you're told to do. It means you're going to be able to give to charity. It's going to allow you to support the causes you believe in. Success in general means you're going to leave a trail of positivity, prosperity, and love wherever you go. And I really think success is an obligation. So with that kind of all illustrated now, you should have a good idea of what you're going to learn in the course. And I know that's still very vague, but we are going to expand upon the idea. I'm going to go into the details, the niches, how to set it up, literally the legal requirements for your business, and what the process entails, because I think the biggest first initial hurdle people are going to face is this fear of investing into a business and having to start it up, and I don't know how to do the taxes and the money and this and that. And believe me, I understand. I was there when I first started. I didn't understand anything. I didn't know the process. I didn't know what I needed. I just winged it. So I can kind of give you the roadmap to prevent you from having to wing it and start really just generating this business that's going to bring a whole bunch more happiness and just liveliness to your life, for lack of a better term, and hopefully invigorate some level of passion within you as you're going through the process. So anyway, that is the introduction to the course. I'll be releasing the additional kind of units or sections of the course as time goes on, within different formats. I hope this kind of hits you at a good time. I hope this is all making sense so far, and I look forward to having you through the rest of the content. Thanks so much for your time, and take care.